EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25.
You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before, but I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name. How about you?
I'm gonna lose one. Might fit me. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his... And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Seahawks nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The ball carrier, Hargrave Diggs on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up
3rd and 2. Watson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells, 31 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards on the ground. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Steps away to his left. He's going to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And Pete Carroll throwing down near the goal line and not turning out well. I think we've seen that before.
Thank you for
Feels
that
like
tackle.
a flashback, doesn't it? You go back to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and everybody expected them to run the ball, and they didn't throw it. Crucial interception that ended the game essentially for them. I think everyone thinks they're going to run it every single time now. That's just not going to be the case.
Here it's a costly fumble. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Watson.
What?
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Watson.
What?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now it's Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, Wilson being chased out left. He'll run it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Carson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Carson.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 13-7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line on, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Dunn coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It got his man, complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, Wilson flush to his right. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks.
Touchdown
Greg Olsen. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Seahawks 14. Texans 13. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
38-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
It's caught inside the 25.
Come on.
He's in.
Come on, live. Turn up, baby. 3 seconds.
How did they get that done?
3. Come on.
Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like
word,
that,
baby.
he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the fumble recovery, Watson dancing to his left.
What?
And stopped a few yards shy.
That dude Ben took off. Come on, Maddie.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
27, Seahawks 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
He running out of bounds, boy. He's scared.
Past the 20-yard line.
He's scared.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Chris Carson.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
On 1st down, Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He was brought down by Ross Blacklock. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brandon Dunn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Why didn't they let me jump?
Throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run for it with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
This ain't gonna be no
so they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
But listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Johnson's got it complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
45-yard line.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open.
Come on, Shaquille. What is you doing back there, son? What is he doing back there, son?
4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Put that mug in the air so long, cuz.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Watson looks to throw again. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
35. Seahawks 21.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Oh, wow.
Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ross Blacklock in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Overthrown, my boy.
Picked up by Gary and Conley, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup.
Again, it's Johnson. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking on, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Faking
the give. Now Watson. His throw caught right around the 6.
Come on, baby. Put that bitch in the pocket, Deshaun. Come on. His defense is suspect, baby. You give me time, I'm gonna put that bitch in the pocket. Bend that corner, man. Bend that motherfucker in.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
Oh,
the Texans going to signal for their third and final
He's gonna get 21.
And as the two teams
Live,
talk it over on
baby.
their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Once I get this.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson.
That's too bad.
Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 50.
You got
30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will. As
you still lost, my guy.
in a big way.
Seahawks 23. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
All day long.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of